Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. Welcome. It's the weekly news and chat show from the technically world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
Technically world famous?
Yeah.
Why only technically?
Because I wouldn't say we're listened to by millions,
No, that is true.
but they are worldwide.
There are people all over the world that listen, so technically, I guess you're right.
We love you all.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean that to sound so creepy.
We love you all. Absolutely, we love everybody who listens to this show, even if you only ever listened once or
Yeah,
if you listened to however many episodes we've done these days.
I just love everyone.
There seems to be a dispute over the episode count.
Really?
Apple think we've done a certain amount, and Podbean seem to think we've done a lot less than that.
Really? Which is weird, as they publish it.
They should know.
You would think.
But Apple number them, and they're up to like 350 something.
Okay.
And Podbean are not even at 300 yet.
I feel like Apple are probably correct.
Yeah, I think so. I'd probably go in and count them at some point, but I just don't want to. But there's been a lot. That's all we know.
We'll do that.
Over halfway through season 8 of this show now.
We should do some kind of archiving.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
get rid of
so we've got a few numbers, because when
I thought you meant get rid of the early
No,
episodes.
I meant like
get rid of season 1.
A bit of statting, so when we go,
yeah.
Oh, that film from that whenever, because you know how rubbish I am with names.
Yeah, maybe we do need like a bottom of this feels like an off-air conversation.
Yeah, I think so.
Bottom of the stream Bible that we can just refer to.
Yeah.
So there's a few films for this week's film that I want to reference.
Yes.
Because there's a few similarities in other films we've seen before, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good week?
Yeah, it's been an all right week.
Yeah.
I've not seen any vampires this week.
That's good.
That's
or magicians?
a step forward. No more magicians.
Any travelling circuses?
No.
Good.
No travelling circuses. But you know, the days are starting to get lighter.
They are?
So maybe circus season is coming to town. I don't know.
I guess so. When are they a
I have
thing?
no idea.
What do they do in the winter?
They hibernate.
Do they?
Yep.
Wow.
Because they have bears and stuff, don't they? And the bears have to
hibernate.
Yeah. So the bearded lady and the it's gone off piste already. We're already talking about circuses because of last week's movie.
Yeah, last week's movie. Do you want to talk about that briefly?
The Theatre of Fear.
The Theatre of Fear.
AKA.
Or the Midnight Horror Show.
Yeah. I mean, look, what an episode. I listened to the episode today, actually.
Did you? Excellent.
And I
was
really
it good?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Good, I'm glad.
I was like, that was fun to do.
As long as me and you are enjoying this shit, that's all that matters.
That's why we started this thing.
Exactly.
Look, it's a awful movie.
It's a terrible movie.
But I kind of mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely do.
And I think that came across in the episode.
Yes. I spoke to Alex, who I sit next to at work today. He watches all of the movies that we do on this show.
Yeah.
Because he's like a fan. And that's the first time he's ever really watched a movie like that.
Okay.
Because he wasn't listening. I didn't know him when we did Werewolves of the Third Reich. He hasn't watched any of the Robert films.
Yeah.
So this is his first real experience of low-budget British B-movies.
Sure.
And he said it wasn't the worst film we've seen this season by far.
Oh, well, there you go.
And that's coming in with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
So I was impressed. I said, well, you need to watch Robert then and Werewolves of the Third Reich if you enjoyed it.
You can join our next watch-along.
Absolutely. We'll do some more watch-alongs.
Look, if you... All I would say is all power to you if you can overlook the fact you couldn't hear the film.
So. He did say he'd watched it with headphones in, so with
fine.
earphones in, so he could hear it, but he understood the... Yeah, there's an issue with the sound mixing in that film, for definite. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, going in with fresh eyes on a movie like that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What are we watching this week?
This week we are watching a movie called The Decline.
We are indeed.
A French-Canadian movie.
Yes. Netflix original.
Yeah.
Bit bigger budget than last week's movie, I would imagine.
I mean, yes.
There's explosions. There's all sorts of shit
Snow.
going on. Snow, lots of snow.
Skidoos.
Love a skidoo. Bigger cast. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Actual actors. It's great.
I'm looking forward to talking.
I can't wait to talk about it. Actually, I'm really really excited.
I thought it had.
It's about
I don't want to say anything. Actually.
No, it's about a survivalist camp that goes wrong.
It's quite twisty and turny.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in it.
Yeah. So
come back here next week. No, come back here Thursday on this very feed.
We'll find out what we thought of it.
What we thought of The Decline.
Because I know what I thought of it. I'm not sure what you thought of it. So I'm excited to go on that journey.
Me too. I am as well. I don't really know what you've made of this, so I like it.
It's been suspiciously quiet.
Yeah, we haven't really spoke this week, have we?
No.
Been very busy.
So, yeah.
Went to see a stand-up comedian on Sunday.
Oh, good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. Went to see Maisie Adam.
Oh, yeah.
She's really funny. It was really
So
good.
fun.
It was good times. Good fun. I go to another one this Sunday, so I should tell you about that next week.
Okay.
It was good. She's good. I've been to cinema. Well, we'll come to that later on as well. I've had a busy week.
Wow.
Got stuff to talk about for a change.
Amazing.
But in the meantime, shall we do some Netflix news?
Let's do that.
What have we got?
A very interesting story to kick us off.
Okay.
And that is that this week, Netflix have applied their little old... This program is leaving Netflix on blah, blah, blah. 15th of March.
Yep.
You can, from then, you will no longer be able to watch on Netflix worldwide Arrested Development, which is really interesting.
That is really interesting.
Because seasons 4 and 5 of Arrested Development, Netflix made.
Yeah, well, they were made by Netflix.
Yeah.
So are they going, the whole thing's going?
Yeah. There are, even stranger, rumours swirling that this show might soon pop up on Disney Plus.
Oh. Has a sale been made?
No, it's to do with the rights, the streaming rights for it.
Right.
And it's quite complicated because the first 3 seasons were made by Fox.
Yeah.
Netflix bought the rights to them. They then made seasons 4, seasons 5. Those streaming rights are expiring. And Arrested Development, at least at the minute, will leave Netflix as of mid-March.
They must have...
I say at least at the minute because if you remember months ago, we were talking about Lilyhammer leaving Netflix. First Netflix original.
Yes.
That's not leaving anymore.
Oh, okay.
They've extended the deal.
Okay, I wonder.
But yeah, there's lots of complicated
I get that as the deal of like the first 3 seasons, but if Netflix made and owned the 4th and 5th season, you wouldn't think that'd come as part of the deal, would you? Unless they've sold it alongside the rights.
Yeah, well, there is a sort of school of thought that this is a way that Netflix can save a bit of money.
Bring some money in.
By cutting sort of some residual fees. Yeah, it's a lot of legal small print for them to work out. But yeah, as it stands...
It's going.
It is going. I never got to the last season and I'm thinking...
Do you need to get to it quickly?
No, I was like, I'm sure it's just come out. And I was reading about this and it said, yeah, it's for 5 years. So...
Wow.
That
why, should tell you everything.
That's why that clock is ticking.
So Arrested Development's leaving Netflix, but Lilyhammer's sticking around.
Yeah, so it could lose. It could be one of the first times Netflix, through a technicality, loses its own original content. The only other sort of times I could think of are the Marvel series that they co-produced. Daredevil, Jessica Jones. They're now on Disney Plus over here.
Yeah, they
Netflix shows. So yeah,
interesting. We'll follow that one.
All this cross-pollination of streaming.
Yeah, there's money changing hands somewhere.
Ownership. Do you like beef?
Yeah. It's one of my favourite things.
Then you might like to check out the new trailer for the new Netflix TV show called simply Beef.
Sounds good to me. What is it about?
It stars Stephen Yeun and Ali Wong.
Stephen Yeun.
Oh, really?
No. I didn't like him in The Walking Dead, and he's put me off him ever since.
April the 6th, you can watch Beef. It follows those 2 actors as 2 people who become consumed by a feud, which is sparked by a road rage incident. Yeun plays Danny Cho, a contractor who's struggling both with work and life, who's described as having a chip on his shoulder. Wong plays an entrepreneur named Amy Lau, who has a seemingly perfect life until it is disrupted by her feud with Danny.
Okay.
Also stars Joseph Lee, Young Manzino, Maria Bello, Ashley Park, Mia Serafino, Remy Holt, and Justin H. Min. I didn't know you weren't a fan of Stephen Yeun.
Yeah,
I thought he was kind of like an everyman that no one really had a problem with.
I wouldn't say I have a problem with him. I wouldn't fight him if he walked in here now. I just didn't like his character in The Walking Dead. And I think I've only ever seen him in that and Nope.
Okay.
And he's all right in Nope, to be fair. I just don't like Glenn in The Walking Dead. I think I was the only one who cheered when Negan put his axe through his head.
That was the last ever episode of The Walking Dead I watched.
Oh, was it really?
Just never went back after that.
Because you like Stephen Young.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I've
devastated by
never
his
watched.
passing.
I never watched an episode that he
Wasn't in.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure he wasn't in all of them, but yeah.
I went a
see
little
that
bit longer, but I didn't go very far.
It wasn't really from what I remember, it wasn't really an active decision. It wasn't like in protest of that storyline. It was just like,
I find
oh, well, that's a bit of a downer. I've never quite got back around to it.
I find The Walking Dead fascinating because at one point that was the biggest show in the world.
100%.
And then it finished this past few months ago and nobody noticed.
With an absolute whimper.
Absolutely went out of a whimper. And I think it's the sort of thing people will make documentaries about in the future. How that show went from the rise and fall of The Walking Dead will be a thing at some point. Because literally nobody watched it at the end.
Yet there's still going to be 5 spin-offs or something.
So they say.
Yeah.
That's just to keep the fans who stuck around happy. And eventually they'll all peter off and none of them will ever get made.
It just, considering how sort of groundbreaking it was.
Yeah.
Just.
It was huge.
Just got left behind, didn't it?
Completely.
By other.
Completely. By season 3, season 4, it was the biggest
stuff.
show in the world.
Yeah.
And then it just petered away.
Yeah.
It's mad. People will be making documentaries about it one day. Next.
I know we love a bit of news about a Netflix button.
We do?
Well, let's pour one out because Netflix has retired the shuffle button.
Already? They
Yeah.
didn't give that very long,
It's
did
been
they?
given a very quiet burial. Because
To be honest, I never saw the point in it.
I pressed it once when it first.
Yeah, and then still didn't watch what it was suggesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who's going onto Netflix and just going, I want to watch something, anything. I don't care what it is. I'm just going to press a button and something will start playing. I don't think anybody does that. And I've proven the point here because obviously they've got rid of it.
Yeah, it's a good question because it isn't one of the whole traditions of Netflix is sitting there scrolling for hours trying to decide what you want to watch
before eventually giving up and running out of time to watch anything anyway.
I think I pressed it once and got like what's the Gene Hackman and Richard Pryor movie from the 80s
Oh, really?
where one of them's blind and one of them's deaf.
I got an Alan Partridge episode once.
Okay.
It was random. And I think the Jackass movie came up when I pressed it.
Yeah,
but I was just trying it. I wasn't never intending to watch anything that came up.
Quietly removed due to low usage.
That doesn't surprise me.
Debuted only in 2021.
I wouldn't have even said it was that long ago, to be honest.
This is sort of corporate speak.
Go on.
101, this is. Netflix's statement said, "We have sunset the Surprise Me feature on Netflix for members around the world on TV and Android devices. We will continue to invest in other ways to give members more options and ways to explore and discover content they want to watch."
The fact that this was discontinued seemingly at the beginning of January or late December and nobody's noticed until now tells you tells you something.
It officially went in January, but it did start being removed in December.
And it's now middle of February and we're talking about it. That shows you everything you need to know about that, I think. Rest in peace, Shuffle.
Do you like documentaries?
Yep.
Do you like porn?
No.
You don't have to answer. Netflix has announced that on March the 15th, you can't watch Arrested Development anymore. But fear not, you can watch
Porn.
Money Shot.
Okay.
The Pornhub story.
They're making a documentary about Pornhub.
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
It will release on the 15th of March.
Don't say release.
And features interviews with performers, activists, past employees, and will offer a deep dive into
Don't
the
say deep dive.
successes and scandals of the website. Would you like me to read the press release?
Yes, please.
Pornhub, the internet's most famous adult entertainment platform, fundamentally changed how pornography is made and distributed. This enabled erotic content creators to reach a massive
Don't say massive.
audience, while the company made billions of dollars, but it also became embroiled in allegations, including non-consensual material and trafficking on the site. As anti-trafficking organisations seek justice for victims, can the online giant protect those from whom they profit? Or is this a new wave of censorship for adult performers?
Okay, interesting.
Directed and produced by Suzanne Hilliger. She says, this documentary has required us to grapple with what sexuality and consent means when billion-dollar internet platforms thrive on user-generated content. March the 15th.
Cool. Are you going to watch it?
Probably not. I feel like I've got a bit of a documentary backlog, and I'm not sure that'd be top of my list.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Although, hopefully it's, thoughtful and not just exploitative, but it says Netflix we're talking about.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Okay, cool. Interesting. Next.
Netflix has commissioned an anime series based on an acclaimed manga.
Okay.
Which, for people who are into this franchise, will be great news. And that is Pluto. And will be set for release later this year. Netflix has released a sneak peek already.
Okay.
Praised by many as a masterpiece, this series.
Okay.
Apparently.
I literally know nothing about manga or anime. It's a whole new world for me.
Pluto is a suspense drama which takes place in a neo-futuristic world where humans and high-functioning robots live in complete harmony. The globally acclaimed manga has won numerous awards, including the Tezuka Asumu Cultural Prize. It had a stage adaptation in 2015 and toured Japan and Europe. The author of Pluto, of the original series, says, I applaud the courage of everyone that has taken on the challenge of making an anime based on Pluto. I'm excited about the birth of this new series to win over people's hearts. That's nice, isn't it?
That is nice. What a lovely thing to say.
Yeah.
And there's already a little bit of a trailer out there on YouTube.
Yeah.
So check it out if you're interested.
Robots, futuristic, anime.
Japanese.
Ticks a lot of people's boxes, that does.
Does indeed. I know one artist who will be very excited. Next.
Do you want to see Princess Diana fight Deadpool?
Sounds like a celebrity death match I want to see. Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Because Emma Corrin has been cast as the villain in Deadpool 3.
Oh, okay. She's Princess Diana in The Crown.
She was the first princess.
Oh, they changed it. I didn't even know.
Was she? Yes, they changed it, didn't
Okay,
they, for the last series? She was, the younger version.
Okay.
In the last two series. Yeah, she has been cast alongside Ryan Reynolds and obviously Hugh Jackman.
Obviously.
Who's coming back, isn't he?
Playing Wolverine again, isn't he?
Yeah. The role is as yet unspecified. So I'm sure all you Marvel geeks can start to speculate about who she may be playing.
Yes, I'm sure there's some rumours out there already.
Yeah. She's quite a star on the rise, as Emma Corrin.
She really is.
She did Lady Chatterley's Lover, didn't she, for Netflix recently? And she was in My Policeman.
I was going to say she did that one with Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Deadpool 3. I like the Deadpool franchise. It's just fun,
I was not sure why Deadpool 2's not really much worse than the first one, yet it seemed to get a lot of flack.
Yeah, they're about the same. I don't think there's that much difference.
I don't think so either.
I've only seen both of them once, but I like them.
Yeah.
Next.
Do you like Tom Holland?
Of course I do. Everybody likes Tom Holland.
Do you like Fred Astaire?
I don't know much about Fred Astaire.
He was a dancer.
I know he was a dancer.
What film was that? Well, Tom Holland is going to be playing Fred Astaire.
Oh, cool. Okay.
In a new movie directed by Paul King, who you may or may not be aware was the director of Paddington.
Right.
and also the Mighty Boosh.
Okay. That's a random 3 things together.
But that's only part of the story.
Right.
Because there is another Fred Astaire movie
Oh.
going before cameras.
Okay.
That one will star Jamie Bell.
As Fred Astaire?
Yes.
The Battle of the Billy Elliots.
Exactly. It's a staring contest.
Nice.
Thanks. We've topped it. We've topped out. That's it. Done. Yeah, 2 Fred Astaire movies are in the works.
Wow.
Do you think they'll
Why?
both- I don't know. It's like Armageddon and Deep Impact.
It always seems to happen, doesn't it? How random. I feel like the Tom Holland one would be much more successful.
Do you think that's where the money is?
Yeah, surely. If Paul King's directing it, Tom Holland's in it. People are watching that.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of goodwill
Yeah.
would go with that.
100%.
Yeah.
Nothing against Jamie Bell, obviously.
The Tom Holland version is said to focus on Astaire and his relationship with his sister,
Okay.
who were inseparable in their younger days, basically when he was in vaudeville before he hit the big time.
Right.
Where it's believed the Jamie Bell starring one will more focus on Astaire's relationship with Ginger Rogers.
Oh, okay.
So a bit
Different
later
times
on.
in his life. I feel like Jamie Bell's older than Tom Holland by a considerable amount.
I think he probably
say.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie Bell was Billy
Maybe
Elliot in
they'd
the
make-
films, wasn't he?
Maybe
And then-
they'd make a good double feature.
Yeah, maybe.
The Astaire double feature.
Maybe you just do one as a prequel and one as a sequel.
Yeah, no, they're definitely
Different
rival
productions
productions as opposed to joined up things.
Tom Holland started playing Billy Elliot on stage,
Right,
so that must have came out a long time after the Jamie Bell movie came out.
sure.
So Jamie Bell must be older than Tom Holland.
Yeah, I think so.
Considerably older.
Yeah. Wow.
Cool. There we go. 2 Fred Astaire movies for the price of 1.
I know, we waited all this time.
Have we?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Quick sequel announcement news.
Go on.
You went the other week to watch Plane.
I did go and watch Plane the other week. I very much did with Gerard Butler.
Well, it's already had a sequel commissioned.
Excellent.
It's called Ship.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's called Ship.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow, is Gerard Butler going to be in it?
Uh,
Is he going to become a pilot?
Gerard
captain all of a
Butler
sudden?
is not yet confirmed.
He's just given up on piloting and he's turned into ship captaining.
Mike Coulter has already signed up.
Okay.
And the director, Jean-Francois Richet, has signed up as executive producer.
Okay, that's interesting. That's
Apparently,
weird.
they will follow on from the first.
Okay, well that
movie.
makes sense because no spoilers or anything, but that one of those characters.
Is on an island,
Yes,
which is surrounded by water.
yes.
And ships go on water.
At the end of the movie, he doesn't return with the rest of them. Yes.
Plane, ship, what's next?
Car,
Walk,
scooter,
scooter. I love
Segway.
it. Just gets more
keep
low
doing them.
stakes every sequel.
Just, yeah,
Can't wait till we get to like
rollerblade,
rollerblade, yeah, pogo stick,
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, ship is on its way.
Ship's on its way because Plane did so well. Is that all your news?
Yeah, that's all the
That was
news.
a quick news feature this
I
week.
know.
Oh, look, all my stuff that I wrote down that I've watched this week has disappeared.
We'll
Fucking note app is
do it-
useless.
do it on the night.
We'll just do it on the day. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've only, despite not being sure about it last week, all I've been watching is Physical 100 on Netflix.
Oh, you're still watching it?
Yeah.
Still going with it? How
Yeah.
is it?
Because it's been released a couple of episodes a week,
Right.
and I was well behind.
Yeah.
So I've just spent a week
Just
up.
catching up on
So
it.
I think the finale is coming out on Tuesday. I think.
Okay.
So, I've enjoyed this week's episodes a lot more because there's a lot less people in it now. Because we've got rid of some of these puny
Oh, the
fit
cannon
people.
fodder's gone.
Yeah. So you get to know the people a bit more. There's less of the introductory, the the talking heads, and clearly this guy's about to get eliminated. So
I don't really care about him.
I'm really enjoying it. I know myself and Ross have talked about it quite a bit in the
Yeah, I've
Discord.
noticed you've been talking about it in there.
It's terribly edited, but it's the actual games are great. Like genuinely edge of the seat sort of stuff.
So the games are great, but the show's rubbish. Is that what you're saying?
No, because I'm really invested because I really want, like, a couple of people. I'm like, yeah, I really hope you like win or get to the end. And also there's that, like, there's always, as there is with these sorts of shows, the elements of, well, that guy's an arsehole. Can't wait to see him get humiliated somehow.
Do you think it's an audience test for this new Squid Game show that they're doing? Is there an audience there for it? We'll find out with this show. It's going to have a similar crowd.
I think it's a little bit of a lazy comparison to say it's like Squid Game because, yes, you get eliminated and there are games.
Yeah.
But, like, you have
They're
to be...
physical
This is
games.
like World's Strongest Man.
Right, okay.
On...
I feel like there's a crossover audience there. Though.
Yeah, there probably is. But, you know, more high tech. It's whereas Squid Game is not about the physicality, is it?
No, that's true.
Yeah,
it's more of a mental challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I can see is there being, if Netflix are happy with the ratings of this, to just go down their old trick of, well, here's physical 100 Europe.
Yeah. Here's physical 100 America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that respect, it might be a bit of a test run. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But
So that's all you've been watching?
pretty much, yeah.
Sweet.
How about you?
I said last week during the wave, that I would start Lockwood & Co.
Oh, yes.
And I did.
Good.
I've watched 4
Nice.
or 5 episodes of
Oh,
Lockwood &
4
Co.
or 5.
4
nice.
or 5. And I'm actually really enjoying it.
Oh, good.
It's actually quite a good show. It reminds me, it's got a little bit, do you remember The Last Bus
Yes.
that we talked about briefly last
Yes.
season? It's a bit like an older version of that.
Yeah.
But it also reminds me quite a lot of Elementary.
Okay.
You know, the Sherlock Holmes with Johnny Lee Miller, that show. It reminds me of a little bit of that.
Oh, that's cool.
Similar
That's
vibe.
interesting.
But no, I'm quite enjoying it. The story's really good. The 3 main characters are really good, considering they're all pretty much newcomers. The main guy, Anthony Lockwood, has never done any acting before in his life. They plucked him straight out of drama school.
Oh.
So I listened to an interview with Joe Cornish this week. He was on one of the podcasts that I listened to. I can't even remember which one it was. And he was talking about how they cast it and how they didn't want, like, known people in there. And then Nigel Planer turns up last night.
Oh, awesome.
So what more can you want from your ghost hunting show?
Brilliant.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. It's good so far. I've done 4 or 5. I think there's 8, so I'm nearly there.
I haven't seen it myself. My wife and my eldest daughter said they tried the first one and they didn't really enjoy it, but I think she might be a bit too young.
Yeah, I think, mate. There's
Not my wife.
Your wife's
not
definitely not young. Ooh, don't tell her I said
She doesn't
that.
listen. It's fine.
Good. They're marketing it as a young adult show, and I think it's quite. The ghosts are quite scary.
Yeah.
Because the concept is that ghosts are accepted in society; they're real. People know they're real.
Okay.
And young children to teenagers have all been given like special abilities to deal with that.
Yeah.
So some are listeners, some are seers, some can feel where they're going to be, that sort of thing. So all these little agencies of youngsters have popped up to try and get rid of these ghosts. Because if a ghost touches you in this world, you die.
Oh, okay.
If you cannot be touched by a ghost, it will kill you. So they've got to get rid of them, basically. And that's why all these little agencies of children are popping up, because they're the only ones that can really deal with it. And that's the concept of the show. And it's quite an interesting concept.
Yeah.
And it's aimed at young adults, they're saying, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'm far from a young adult.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I don't think I have.
I don't think we've ever had this conversation.
I don't think we have, no.
Definitely not on the show.
No. Have you?
No. Which is really disappointing. I'm not against the idea
No, nor me.
of ghosts.
I don't think I believe in ghosts, but I definitely believe in
I'm open-minded.
energy.
But
I think I believe in energy, residual energy from situations. If bad things happen in bad places, I think that sticks
bad
around.
juju.
Yeah.
My wife's seen a ghost.
Has she?
Yeah, she said they moved house
Because of the ghost.
because of the ghost.
Oh wow.
Used to stand at the end of her bed.
Oh dear.
Little girl.
Oh no, that would freak me out. I'd rather see an adult ghost than a child ghost. I think children have been much more scary. Shit goes on in this house all the time. Things fall off shelves, things fall over and shit. Those pop vinyls above your head, they're constantly falling off.
Yeah, but they're all top heavy, those things.
Some of them are blue tacked down now.
Okay, fine. That's a bit
but
weird.
yeah, they've been up there for years, and occasionally one of them will just jump off.
Yeah,
so
they've got to have some fun, haven't they?
yeah, absolutely, of course. Books fall off shelves, that sort of thing. But I don't think it's ghosts. I just think it's old
Just
houses,
wonky walls.
wonky walls, exactly. But no, I'm enjoying Lockwood & Co. Definitely give it a go if you have a spare few hours.
Awesome.
What else have I watched? I've started watching Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime. Second season of that's come out.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've never watched it, and everyone says it's great.
It is great.
And I kind of like, but I'm sure I know I'd enjoy it if I watched it. But I'm kind of just holding out because it's Jeremy Clarkson and he's really objectionable.
I get that, and I'm absolutely not a Clarkson fan.
No, I know you're not.
I'm not.
I'll say you are.
But I think the way it highlights the challenges that farmers face is actually really interesting, and they do it in a comedy way.
Yeah.
But these issues that he's facing on this farm, he can deal with because he's got the money to deal with them.
Of course.
But normal farmers haven't got this sort of money.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, he's ploughing, in the episode I watched yesterday, he's ploughing, he's just bought this new 20 grand cultivator, and he's going through his field, and he crashes it into a telegraph pole.
Yeah.
And he writes it off. And that would destroy a farmer.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he can plough that field now. He will just go out and buy a new one.
Yeah, of course.
But any other farmer, that would be a devastating thing. He's got badgers on his farm, and that's devastating for the cows, because if badgers carry TB, if a cow gets TB, you have to put it down.
Yeah.
And it's all you hear about from Brian May and all these people is how we need to save the badgers, but actually they're a real blight on farming, and they need to go according to how this is reading.
Yeah, which is why. Oh God, look, we're getting into like nature stuff now,
yeah.
which is why they're like can be called. But fucking Brian May is just as bad, for a different reason. It's
but they can't. He can't touch the sets. He can't go anywhere near them. He can't. Even if he runs one over, he has to report it. Yeah. It's crazy. But it's a really interesting show, but done in a funny way.
Yeah.
And the supporting cast are all really good as well. And I don't support.
It's him.
Yeah, it is. I don't support Jeremy Clarkson.
But who else would have got it made?
The stuff he goes through on that farm
Vicious
is
circle.
real that other farmers are going through. But chopped his finger off in an episode last night. That was quite funny. What else were we watching? I watched The Fabelmans on Saturday.
Yes.
Steven Spielberg's new film.
Yeah.
It's like a semi-autobiographical feature.
Did you like it?
I did. I really liked it, actually. It's long.
Yeah.
Enough. It's not about anything.
Yeah.
There's no story to it.
I don't know
I
if it
really enjoyed it.
I think I'd be similar. I think I would enjoy it, but is it just a bit ploddy? And Steven Spielberg, he can make what he wants.
Yeah, absolutely, and he has.
And he's got to this point and gone, yeah.
There's rumours going around that he wants it to be. He's saying it's his last movie. Obviously, take that with a pinch of salt. This is Hollywood, but if it is his last movie, if it does turn out to be his last movie, then I think he's gone out on a high. I mean, he's told his story that he wanted to tell of his life, and the final scene, if that's the final scene he ever directs, then it's pretty fitting, I think.
Okay.
Michelle Williams steals it. She is amazing. It's a wonderful performance. An absolutely wonderful. That Oscar nomination is thoroughly deserved for that performance. She plays his mother, his mother was like a free-spirited, like she'd let him get away with anything. She'd really supported his hobby of making movies, and his dad was quite the opposite. His dad didn't really support him, just thought it was like something he did to piss about. So it tells that story of that family, and it follows his growing up from like 8 to 18, I think.
Yeah.
The end is when he gets to Hollywood and it leaves it there. Just punch the mic. But yeah, I actually enjoyed it. Whether I was in the right mood for it or not, I don't know, but I did quite enjoy it.
And I guess he's kind of approaching it with the view of, look, I'm not saying it's my last movie,
but
if it is,
it's the one. It's the story I've always wanted to tell. Yeah. Apparently, his parents always pressured him to make a movie about them. It was what they always wanted. But now they've both passed away. He's finally done it. And then I went to the cinema again and I watched The Whale, Brendan Fraser's movie. And that is a masterpiece.
Oh, brilliant.
It's magnificent. I loved every single second of it.
Good.
It's one of the best acting performances I've ever seen by anybody.
What guy.
What a guy. What a performance. There's 5 people in that movie.
Yeah.
And all 5 of them could have got an Oscar nomination for it.
Nice. Everyone
in that movie is amazing. Sadie Sink is incredible in it.
Yeah.
Incredible. I would highly recommend The Whale. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I would definitely check that out. Can't wait to see it.
What he must have had to put himself through just to get into that suit that
Yeah.
he's wearing and carry it around all day. Must have been a horrendous shoot for him. It's all set in one room and there's 5 people in it. It's on for just under 2 hours, I think, and it's brilliant. If he doesn't win the Oscar, there's something is wrong with society. But I'm 99.9% sure he's going to.
Yeah, I think it would be right up there with some of the biggest snubs if he doesn't.
Yes, I agree. The people who say that he's getting it as an apology for the way Hollywood have treated him over the last 15 years. And if that's the case, that's a shame because he deserves it for the performance. Yeah. It's one of the best acting performances I've ever seen.
Brilliant.
And it is. If it's his comeback movie, I'll be very happy. Yeah, it's great.
Good.
Really, really great as well. Highly recommended.
Brendan Fraser's come across really just humble.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. He looks like
just so well in the last few weeks and months as he's been doing the awards scene and all the interviews. And
have you seen the class of 2023 Oscars? They always do the photo, don't they, with all the nominees? He's just in the back of that. He's got the biggest smile on his face. He looks like he's the most happy man in the world. Yeah. Which is quite a contrast to the character he plays in that film, who is by far away not the happiest man in the world. Yeah, no, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
The film finishes and there's no like music at the end, and everybody just sat in silence, just watching the credits roll, and you kind of look around,
pondering what they had just.
Who's going to be the first one to get up? Because you were just like. Sometimes you look at a movie and think, I can't believe how good that was. Yeah. Do you ever get when you watch a film? Are you like, I don't want to recommend that. I want that to be mine.
Oh yeah.
I get that sometimes, and that's how I felt about it. I was like, I nearly didn't even mention it in the Discord afterwards. I was like, I kind of want that one to be my personal movie now.
It's the whole same thing of when you might follow or find a band.
Yeah.
When no one else knows them or likes them, and then a few years later they turn out to be megastars, and you're kind of like.
I knew
they were mine.
What happened there? I had that exact feeling after watching that movie. I was like, I kind of want to keep that to myself, but I obviously can't because I run a podcast, so I need to talk about these things that I've watched.
Good. I'm glad to hear that it
I think
met
it did.
The hype.
I think this year, going into the Oscar ceremony, is the most of the films I've watched. Out of the Best Picture nominees, I've probably seen more of them than I have in the last few years. So, I'm quite excited for the Oscar ceremony this year. So I've actually seen some of the movies for a change.
The timing's worked out quite well because we don't. Although first world problems, but we don't because a couple of them have literally just come out the last couple of weeks in time for the Oscars over here. So
yeah, absolutely. No, it's great.
Good.
Check them both out. They're both really good films.
Awesome.
I think that's
Which
it.
Which did you prefer?
The Whale, definitely.
Okay.
I've seen two. I would say I've seen 2 10 out of 10 films this year.
Yeah.
So far, and it's February, and I only saw one in the whole of last year.
Oh, nice.
But so far, The Whale's the best film I've seen this year. Definitely.
It was a short reign for the Tom Hanks movie.
A Man Called Otto.
Yeah.
They're both 10 out of 10 movies, but this one just edges it. If I had to watch one of them again, I'd be watching The Whale. I'd definitely watch The Whale again. 100%. It's great. I think that's everything I've watched.
Good.
Pretty sure it is. Do you want to run through the Netflix top 10?
Yeah, let's
and then
have
we'll do a real
that.
talk and then get out of here. My microphone arm is dropping rapidly and to the point where I'm having to almost crouch down.
It's going to be hunched over.
How many different microphone arms have we gone through since we started this podcast?
I know. They just don't stay in place, do
they? Don't. Does anybody know of a good one? I really want one. And I can't afford one, so don't tell me about the really expensive ones. Right. Top 10 of Netflix in the global top 10 of Netflix in the week of February the 6th to February the 12th. And number 10 is Sniper Ghost Shooter. That's hung around. That's the one with Billy Zane in that we talked about last week. Still in the Netflix top 10.
I think there might be a sniper movie on our long list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that like a franchise then?
Oh, yeah. I think there's a lot of sniper movies.
Oh, is there?
I think so.
Okay. Number 9 is a movie called Enough with Jennifer Lopez in, apparently. Second week on the charts, 5.4 million viewing hours. Number 8 is Sniper Ultimate Kill.
There we go.
There's a trend coming here. Who are these people? Do we know any of them?
I think one of them is Tom Berenger.
Oh, yes, it is. You're right.
Don't know about the others.
Those posters are awful. Both of those posters are
I've just said I don't know about the others. Looking at it again, and I know this is becoming an ongoing joke. I think next to Tom Berenger, that might be Billy Zane.
I think it is. How is that becoming such a thing on this show?
But he has got a beard
He has got a beard in this one.
and a baseball cap on.
I'm completely Billy Zane blind, but you've just fallen into that trap as
I
well.
have, yeah.
The posters are so...
Zaned.
Look how badly photoshopped that face of hers is. Terrible posters.
I think I might have to put sniper movies forward for consideration for watch along. So I have to do some
Okay, yeah, good.
do
good
some
shout.
research into that possibility.
Number 7 on the Netflix current top 10 is Pamela: A Love Story. You watched any of this?
No, it's high up my list.
I thought it was a film. I thought it was a show. I didn't realize it was a film.
Yeah, it's a feature documentary. I will try and do it over the next week or so.
Okay, cool. Number 6 is Lyle Crocodile. What's that?
It's
fun.
a CGI crocodile kids film.
Sounds fun. Number 5 is The Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Always a Minions
Always a Minions movie in the charts. Number 4 is Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, still in the charts, sticking around that one.
Which in our Discord we had a recommendation for.
Yeah,
this
apparently it's all right. It's 14.3 million viewing hours this week in its third week of release onto Netflix. Mental. Number 3's dropped 2 places. Is you? I sounded like a Radio 1 DJ. In at number 3, down 2 is You People, the Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill movie. That's dropped a lot quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah, it has
I thought
actually.
that might stick around at the top for a while. Especially when you think that in number 2 this week is True Spirit.
That's climbing up
That's gone up the charts.
the charts.
This week, absolutely.
Word of mouth for True
True
Spirit.
Spirit is getting around. 20.7 million viewing hours this week. Compared to last week, it had 11 million. So yeah, the world is getting around on that. It's gone from 7th to 2nd in a week. And currently number 1 on the Netflix Global Top 10 is Your Place or Mine.
This is Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon's new rom-com.
Oh, they love making rom-coms, don't
yeah.
they? I didn't even know that. I wouldn't have recognised either of those 2 people in that picture.
Would you not?
That
You
does not look
literally
like...
watched Ashton Kutcher in a TV show the other week.
Yeah,
you
that
told
doesn't
me.
look like him in that picture.
It's not the most flattering shot of his hairline, is it?
It's really not. He's definitely got a 5 head in that picture. TV shows in the English language?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Currently number 10 is New Amsterdam Season 4. First week of release. I think that's the new series that's just come out.
Yeah.
You Season 3 is at number 9. Love is Blind Season 3 is at number 8. Lockwood & Co. has plummeted down the charts to number 7. So that's not a good sign either. Maybe I won't watch the rest of it if it's going to get cancelled now. New Amsterdam Season 1 is at number 6. Number 5, Ginny and Georgia Season 1. Number 4 is You Season 1. Number 3 is Wednesday Season 1. Still there.
Yeah.
12th week on the charts. Still at number 3. Mad. Ginny and Georgia Season 2 is at number 2. And You Season 4, which has only just come out this week.
Done well.
92 million viewing hours.
Yeah.
Compared to 25 million at number 2.
I never got past the first 2 episodes of You.
I've done the first 2 seasons of You. I'd never got to season 3.
Never went back.
Yeah, don't know why. It was all right. It's funny that You Season 1, 3 and 4 are in the top 10, but You Season 2 isn't.
Is that a bad one?
And in New Amsterdam Season 1 and Season 4 are in the top 10, but not 2 or 3. So I don't know what's going on there, but...
It's Wednesday.
I think the big story is Wednesday sticking around for 12 weeks and it's still number 3. It's insane.
That's
how long
3
that's
months.
been. It is. It's crazy.
Still in the top 3.
Mad. Absolutely mad. Right, shall we do a real talk?
Let's do it.
What was this week's real talk question?
If you were murdered,
Yeah.
which TV or movie detective would you want to solve the case?
This might be my favourite one we've done, but also one of the most difficult ones, I thought.
Yeah.
We had an answer
I
on...
mean, you're not short of options.
Oh, no, not at all. We had an answer come in from Twitter from Steve Lawson, the director that we met last year. He's gone with Frank Drebin.
Brilliant.
Great answer. I think
Yeah.
it might be the right answer. I think he's just got it right.
His track record, Drebin's track record, he's unorthodox,
Yeah,
but he gets the job done.
he certainly does indeed. Fantastic answer that is, Steve. Well done. Did we get any answers in the Discord?
we did get quite a few. Wayne in the Discord is going with Benoit Blanc.
Yeah, I knew somebody'd have to say that. He's like the
Very on
detective
trend.
at the moment, isn't he? Yeah, very on trend.
Smileyton has gone with either the Benedict Cumberbatch version of Sherlock,
Okay.
who did pop into my mind as an option.
Yep.
Or Chief Wiggum.
It's quite a different.
I like
two
to
answers
team
there.
up.
Yeah, that'd be a great little buddy cop drama. I'm up for that. Good answers.
Ross Cook has gone with the world's greatest detective, Batman.
Yeah. Okay. Good answer.
In, maybe a dark. Ross must have gone in some sort of dark, rain-soaked Gotham night.
Of course he has. This is Ross Cook we're talking about.
Wayne has then suggested all the Sherlocks. So Cumberbatch, Johnny Lee Miller, and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, like a team up.
Yeah. Like, Sherlock in the multiverse of madness or something.
I feel like you get some sort of implosion if they all teamed up together. It'd go a bit crazy.
Yeah. Wayne's choice for TV is Sean Spencer and Gus from Psych.
I've never seen Psych.
That's a good show. Good show. Alex has gone with Dexter. Was he a detective?
Dexter's not a detective.
Did he solve crimes?
He did solve crimes.
He did crimes.
He also committed crimes. He's a blood spatter analyst.
He'd kill you, then solve your murder.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
He was like a private detective, and he was always trying to figure stuff out for himself. It's a good answer.
His other answers a bit left field because I just never would have pulled this from my brain, but I loved this series of this show. Molly Solverson from series 1 of Fargo.
Yeah, it's a great answer. Great character as well.
Yeah,
great character.
Brilliant answer.
Good answer. We went on a bit of a Dexter tangent after that, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, there was a lot of Dexter chat after that.
Well,
I think Alex changed his answer to Detective Quinn from Dexter in the end because of his man crush.
Right. He was useless. What did he do?
Alex will have you for dinner if you say that.
He's welcome to try. He wouldn't even be in the top 5 detectives on that show.
Oh. Controversial.
I'm scrolling through. Oh yeah, I put one suggestion in.
Go on.
Recency bias, but again, just for the fun of it, Terry Seattle can have a go.
I like it.
It's with some sort of ridiculous guest cast.
Yeah, I like that. Terry Seattle would be brilliant.
I'll just stay with that then. Yeah.
Is that going to be your answer?
Yeah, fine. I mean, no, I did think about it. It's
Which celebrity would you want to help him out?
Oh, that is a good question. I would like Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul, brilliant.
To help out Terry Seattle.
Okay, good answer. What a great episode that would be.
Actually, Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston.
Oh,
together.
I would watch the hell out of
as themselves.
Yeah,
with Terry Seattle.
That'd be a great episode of Murderville.
Yeah, it would.
For it.
Book it, Netflix. Book it.
It might cost you some money, but book it.
It'll get the views.
100%. Those two reunited would definitely get the views.
Maybe I would pick, just to be really niche, the two guys to link it in with this week's film, which is French Canadian.
Yeah.
I will pick Bon Cop and Bad Cop.
The two guys from Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
Yeah.
Nice. Good shout. I struggled with this because I don't really like police drama. Right. I don't watch a lot of police shows. But I did come up with a few answers. I can't believe nobody said it, but Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay, right, yeah.
I would have thought somebody in the Discord would have
I'd
said
rather have... Yeah,
any of them.
Okay, yeah, any of them apart from him.
Hitchcock and Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine can do mine.
Maybe Rosa.
Yeah, any of them.
Yeah.
Then I thought maybe Hank from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Although he's a drugs
yeah.
cop, he's still a detective.
True.
But then it's obviously Danger Mouse.
Maybe you've been murdered and you've been found with like a load of powder up your backside.
Always.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fully what I'm expecting to happen.
Danger Mouse is a good shout.
Danger Mouse is my answer.
Yeah.
100% is my answer.
Yeah, I like it.
Danger Mouse would solve my murder easy.
Do you ever watch any of the rebooted Danger
I didn't
Mouse?
ever watch any of it with Alexander Armstrong.
Yeah.
No. I was a big fan when I was a kid, but I haven't gone to the
You
reboots.
can't improve
You can't improve
the
perfection.
original, can you?
No. It spawned Count Duckula, Danger Mouse did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is one of my favourite cartoons of all time.
There's a lot of shit detectives as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's some.
Why do people get all like their knickers in a twist about like Midsummer Murders and all that bollocks?
Poirot?
Oh, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah, but nobody's.
No, that's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Columbo?
do a Columbo,
Do
maybe.
a Columbo.
I did think maybe Angela Lansbury.
Oh, that's a good shout.
I mean, she literally solved
Hundreds of murders.
and hundreds of murders.
There's loads that we could have picked. There are some shit ones. Like, nobody said Luther. That would be a good one.
It'd go off the rails.
He would. He has.
Yeah, exactly.
That's coming quite soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if he could just stay on the straight and narrow long enough to actually solve my murder. Wow.
Good answers.
Yeah.
Good real talk. That's a really good real talk. You suggested that, and I liked it. It was fun. I've got one potential to suggest next week as well. For next week as well, but I'll talk to you about that when we're finished.
That's fine.
Because we've got a bit of announcement about next week.
Yes.
We need to probably talk about before we go.
Yeah.
We're having a week off.
We are. Just randomly.
No, we're just going to randomly have a week
ages.
away. Nick's decided to go on holiday. Old Judith Chalmers over there.
Yeah.
He's going away again.
No, that is such a niche reference.
It really is. I couldn't think of anybody else at the moment.
I haven't thought of Judith Chalmers since I was probably about 10.
Who's the current modern day equivalent of Judith Chalmers?
I literally have no idea.
Richard Iowadi Travelman.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's not him anymore. It's
No, is it Joe Lycett?
Joe Lycett.
Old Joe Lycett over here is going on holiday again. So rather than rushing around trying to get one in, we thought we'll just have a nice week off, let everybody regroup.
We'll do a big one next.
We'll do a big wave the week after.
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time. So there won't be a wave or a movie show next week, but we'll be back after that to round out the rest of this season.
Do you know what never has a week off?
News.
True. But I was thinking the Discord.
The Discord
Never
does
has an
never
hour
have
off.
a week off. Never. There's always people talking in there. It's great. I
So
love the Discord.
Come and join us in there.
Come and join us in the
Discord. You will
Discord.
not miss anything.
No, I'll be in there because I'll be bored now.
too.
So I've got a week to do nothing. You'll be bored because you're on holiday with the family. So we'll just be in the Discord chatting away. But
I'll be Discording from the hot tub. I'll be fine.
maybe I'll do a watch along while you're away. Keep people interested. Maybe do that. Because you never come to them anyway.
I came to the last one. I was in the bath.
You were in the bath at the last one.
So there you go.
Yeah, so we are going to have a week off next week. So there won't be a wave. There won't be a movie show next Monday or Thursday. But we'll be back the week after to bring them back, I guess, to round out the rest of this season. We've only got, 10 or 11 episodes left?
I know.
It's flying by.
We're like on the downhill part of this season.
We are already.
I'm not sure how that's happened.
I don't either. It seems to have flown by.
I might take some time in our week off to have a look and assess my wild card.
Oh, yeah, you've got your wild card to play.
Because I still
It's
have not
wide
played
open this
that.
year, the wild card races.
I think so.
Ross is currently winning it with Nature Reborn.
Yeah.
That's beatable. You can beat that.
It has been beaten.
It has
by-
been beaten.
by
I mean,
the
beaten
randomizer.
by a wild card. It has been beaten by the randomizer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if Robin can beat it, you can do. You definitely can.
Do I want to? That's the
sentient.
question.
That is the question. I chose not to. So it's whether you choose to or not. But if you choose not to, you might hand it to Ross. And nobody wants Ross to win. So yeah, we're going to go and record a movie episode on a film called The Decline now. So let's get our French caps on and our Canadian
Beards.
Beards. We've both got beards. That's cool. And yeah, we'll go and talk about that. And we'll be back a week on Monday for the wave and a week on Thursday for the movie show. No, we'll be back this Thursday for the movie show.
We will.
Then we'll be back a week on Monday and then we'll be back a week on Thursday. Cheers.
Bye.